What's going on, guys? I'm Nathaniel,
Michael.
and today we are here with Jessica and Michael. Jessica and Michael, tell us a little bit about yourselves, who you are, and what you do.
I'm Jessica, and my husband, Michael, and I started a company called Earth&Oil Company in June of this year. It had been a year in the works, kind of, and we started a long time ago, actually. Michael introduced me to shea butter and how healing shea butter can be for our skin, and so we just kind of saw the results on my skin. Sorry. We saw the results kind of actively happening to my skin, and how I went from having really super dry skin to just completely nourished just from using shea butter products, and so we wanted to kind of make that more accessible for our community and find a way to give back to them. And so we started our company called Earth&Oil. You have anything to add?
Yeah, so that's basically what it was. My grandmother, she's the one who told me about the shea butter, and my family had used it for years. It's just something that came natural to me, and I shared it with her when I got with her in college. So
4 years ago,
it was just something I shared, and we have brought into our business now. So
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. I know. So you guys said you've been doing it for a year now, right?
well, it was a year in the works. So last year, Michael had gotten this kind of like this box of just kind of like natural products for us to try and kind of test and see what we wanted to use in our business. And so we sat there and we stared at the box, and the box stared at us, and we looked at each other and we were like, this is really this is a big step for us. And so we just were waiting for the right time. And so I started building on our website and worked really hard on that. And finally, when everything was up to we have really high standards for ourselves. And so once we kind of met those standards, we said, okay, we're ready to kind of release this and, start bringing in some customers and start, doing this.
I hear that you have a child there. How has it been starting the business as well as looking after a little one as well?
So we actually have two, and they're both under 2. So we have a 1.5-year-old and we have a 4-month-old, and it is very close to what I imagine juggling is like. It's definitely a circus act, and so it's really trying to find that balance of parenthood, but also being a business person. And of course there's things that you have to take care of, but also remembering that you're doing your business for them also. And so in that way you're also taking care of them, dedicating all of your free time to making sure that they have something to look up to, and setting yourself as the influence and example for them to see and say, oh, okay, I can do this. Mom and dad have the answers. Any questions I might have about my business when I begin to start my business, then mom and dad, it's just always been commonplace in our house. So they'll kind of have their training wheels right now. So
Yeah. Okay, so what's your guys' like background? I know you mentioned you guys went to college or university together.
Yeah.
What were you guys taking there?
you want to explain it? You can explain it.
So we were both in psychology, I think.
Right.
We're not anymore. So Michael ended up changing his major like 500 times. finally landed on teaching. So Michael's just about to finish up his teaching degree this fall. He has 8 weeks of student teaching, like hands-on in the classroom, and then he'll be able to have his own classroom and be a teacher. And then so I also started out in psychology, and then I switched my major a million times too, and then I ended up on business. But we met 4 years ago, and Michael was actually my tutor. So, and we got married and had 2 kids. So,
Yeah.
if you want to pick up a girl.
Jessica, how has your business background helped you so far in the starting process?
So actually it's helped me build a lot of confidence in kind of what I'm doing, because I understand the legal ethics behind it, and I understand, okay, you can't just say, oh, I want to run a business, and then just start selling things out of the back of your car. You know, you have to, there are steps that you have to go through, and we actually have our own LLC. So I'm so sorry. We actually have our own LLC, so there were a lot of legal requirements through our state and also through, the United States. So there are, regulations that we have to follow, and taking those business classes kind of prepared me for that, and really helped me kind of just get in the mindset of, okay, this is a legitimate thing, this is real, this isn't, excuse you. This isn't just, doing what we want to do when we want to do it. Sorry.
No, take your time. Babies first.
Can I have my hair, please? Thank you.
Okay.
There we go. Sorry about that.
No worries. Yeah. So obviously you guys have a lot on your plate. Kids,
Yes.
school, to the business. How do you guys like find time for that? What advice would you give to someone like who's just starting out and like in your similar situation? Like what would you tell them?
Oh boy.
I can talk on this part.
Yeah.
So you really gotta understand and know your end goal, what you want out of life, and there are things that happen in life that are good and bad. Of course, some people believe that getting married is good. Some people believe that getting married is bad, but it's all about what's good to the people.
What your personal goals are.
So again, it's how bad do you want it? We have these dreams, we set these goals, and I can honestly say it hasn't gotten easier, but I'm happy that it is the way that it is. I'm happy that we met 4 years ago, got married, had 2 children. I'm happy about the outcome of that happening. But at the end of the day, I know that these goals and these dreams, however long they take from this point on, I got to pursue them. It's almost like asking a bird, why do you fly? It's a bird. It's made to fly. Or asking a fish, why do you swim underwater?
Right.
These are things. Even before I met her, she already had the business mind.
Right.
Before she met me, even the career field that I'm going down now, I've always been a teacher. So it's just allowing who we are to come to fruition.
Yeah.
So
and kind of manifesting our goals. And a solid piece of advice that was given to me is, make a schedule. And, I'm still working on it, still because we have two kids that, you know, they're growing so fast and their needs change so quickly. And, you know, you have to have a schedule in order to just sit down and take a moment to breathe. You know, you kind of have to schedule in little moments for yourself and say, okay, whew, we've got this going on, but I'm going to take 5 minutes of just Shangri-La and, you know, get back on the horse on those hard days, or days when you feel like you're going to rip your hair out because you feel like you can't manage all of it, you know. But definitely make a schedule. And like Michael said, you know, remember how badly you want it. You know, what is your purpose? What's your goal? For us, we're doing this for our kids. You know, we want our kids to have some foot in the door in business. We want them to understand that it's okay to work for yourself. It's okay if you know, if you don't find enjoyment working under other people or for other people, that's okay. You know, some people are just, they're born leaders, and we want to teach our children that that's quite all right. And, you know, remembering that kind of gets us through those difficult times, that it's not just for us. Because if we were doing this just for us, you know, we would have quit a long time ago before we even got started. So.
Right. For sure. I really like that answer. I wanted to ask you too about the dynamic of the relationship when it comes to business. I know with some people, when you're friends, it's kind of hard to do business because you may disagree, you don't want to hurt their feelings, and you guys are a husband and wife, so it's kind of the same thing. How do you guys balance that? Do you agree to disagree? Do you disagree with each other? How do you guys
So our dynamic is pretty much like, so Michael planted the seed that we were going to have, you know, our own skincare business. And I have always been kind of geared toward like, you know, natural skincare. I think it's really important that people know, you know, what's going on to their bodies and into their bodies. And so Michael really spearheaded this for us, and just really steered it in the right direction, kind of shaped and molded it into a general idea of what it was going to be. And then he gave me kind of free reins on, you know, how I wanted it to look, what products I wanted to sell, you know, things like that. And really at the end of the day, Michael thinks 2,000 steps ahead of me. And so it's true. It's really true. Michael is such a thinker, and
We want to ask you guys about your Satori moment. I heard something a little earlier about, like, you guys touched on it, but I want to see if you guys bring it back up again. So If you don't know what Satori means, Satori is it's a Japanese word for a sudden enlightenment, a moment of awakening, a moment that reveals something within you never knew was there without that moment happening. So, have you had a Satori moment? Both of you. What do you say?
Had a Satori moment since when?
Since
Ever?
any time in your life, like how you guys said. I kind of heard it, like how you guys said when you were starting, like when Michael introduced you, like the shea butter, kind of.
Yeah.
And that's like how your business started.
Yeah.
That's like a Satori moment, right? Because if you never like, I guess if you never showed you and you never really had the passion to kind of wanted to like make skincare products, whatever, you wouldn't have Earth&Oil, right?
So true.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like we have a million Satori moments like every day. We have a lot. We have a lot of just dreams and moments where we're like, whoa, this is a thing that we could do, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the Satori moment for us is just simply our environment. We're from the Midwest of the United States, rural Missouri, so there's no major cities around us.
Just
so
cornfields.
it's when you're seeking knowledge and you're seeking, okay, I need change. I actively need change in my life or change in my circumstances. So you're looking around at what you have, and you see, okay, I got 2 sticks over here, I got a couple leaves over here. How can I build something great out of what I've been given? So I think that personally, my Satori moment was it happened in college. It happened when we first got together, and I decided, okay, I can try to be the player dude or whatever. We're in college, I don't have to be with this woman. I can try to be the player, or I can, hey, I can get to know this person. And getting to know someone, it kind of opens your eyes and it allows you, okay, empathy or being able to relate to a person.
Definitely.
Building those connections between a person. All these different things that getting to know someone allows you to be. And I would say that was like the branch to our major Satori moment. Do you agree?
Sure. And when you get to know someone, I found this especially true with Michael. When we first started dating, we were taking those first few dates and those moments to kind of get to know each other. We realized that we had a lot more in common than we initially thought. We had read these books that a lot of people don't take the time at our age to read. I met Michael when I was 18, and we had already had this kind of background of specific knowledge on certain things, having this idea and mindset toward a more natural way of life, a more holistic view of things. And a lot of people our age aren't really interested in that. And I feel like that really kind of brought us together. And there are a million Satori moments, I feel like. I mean, us kind of getting to know each other and realizing, oh, we actually want the same thing out of life, which is to be business owners, to spread, just educate and spread awareness of a more natural path to things. And so that was definitely a Satori moment. But I was just talking to Michael the other day about this. I feel like with our business now, the Satori moment that I had was when I finally opened the box of kind of the supplies that we needed to start our business. I opened the box and I realized, okay, I actually have everything I need to get this started. There's no magic ingredient to it. I already have everything I need, right. And I have the power and the ability to manifest what it is that I'm trying to do with the things that I already have. I don't need anything else, you know? And I think that was kind of my Satori moment where we sat down and we were like, okay, we can do this. We are going to do this. You know, we have the resources. We're smart enough. And taking that leap of faith off the cliff really was like exhilarating, you know, which I guess that comes with a Satori moment.
Definitely. Yeah. I really like the explanations you both gave. How they were kind of separate, but they came together both nicely.
Yeah.
We have two final questions. Pardon me?
I said that's marriage.
Yeah. We have two final questions that we ask everyone. And the first question is, if you had to describe yourself with one spice, so separately or together, since you're married, what would you describe yourselves and why?
A spice. That's a really good question. For me, it's a toss-up between everything bagel seasoning and maybe nutmeg. If I have to pick like one only ingredient, then I would probably pick nutmeg, because I love nutmeg, and it's just such a wholesome, warm, like you think of sweet potatoes, sweet potato pie, you think of like Thanksgiving and fall, and I don't know, it's just such a wholesome spice, and it's really underrated.
I was going to say peppercorn. So some type of like pepper.
For you, I would say like red pepper flakes. He loves red pepper flakes, and he's kind of spicy.
Okay, and the last question being three music artists you feel everyone should listen to.
3 music what? Artists?
Yeah.
Oh, help.
That everyone should listen to. I would say off top for me, Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Off top. And then if not Kendrick, I would say, you know, can we go old school as well, or we just?
Of course.
There's a lot, like maybe a little bit. Everybody needs a little bit of Outkast. Just a little sprinkle of Outkast.
Yeah.
And, I've always been a big Ice Cube fan, so I guess like it's more of like a West Coast influence for me. So like Ice Cube. I like Lil Baby.
Oh gosh, this is an awful question. This is really the hardest one. So I completely agree with Kung Fu Kenny. So Kendrick Lamar for sure. But I would also say, Solange, because there's something so healing about her voice, and she got us through some really, really hard times, and I really feel like she has kind of like a spiritual, like a really healing quality about her voice. And I don't know, my last one is really hard. It might have to go to Earth, Wind, and Fire, just because I feel like everybody needs to dance at all times for no reason, and just Earth, Wind, and Fire for sure.
For sure, great answers. I just want to thank you guys for taking the time out of your day. I know you guys are very busy. Come sit down with us, and we appreciate it.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate the opportunity as well.
Of course. Thank you. We'll leave all your socials in the description box below.
Sure.
Okay.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
You're welcome. Take care, guys.